I was watching a video that happened to come up on my feed on YouTube, and I saw a video from Academics where he gave his response or take on the Dr. Umar situation about Eminem not being the GOAT. And he actually had a perspective of where he feels that when it comes to skill, he can respect that Eminem's the GOAT. But when it comes to impact, he does not.
I think the skill of being just a rapper, it doesn't matter what race, where you're from, it's just about the skill. And that's where I think if someone had a opinion that Eminem was the best rapper, I wouldn't have a problem with them saying it. Now, if someone said, let's stay on the Eminem thing, Eminem is he's the most impactful like rapper, or he's had the most, he's the most important rapper. No, clearly not. I do believe that, you know, when we start talking about rappers that have had cultural impact, you know, this is why I give Tupac a lot of, you know, praise in the sense of a lot of what rap stood for in rebellion and for revolutionaries. I do think he embodied some of that, and I do believe the music he made and the movement he had and his career and life has transcended even beyond his death and influenced other people of other times to use music in a way to stand up for things. And I think that's where, you know, the greatest hip hop artist of all time, that matters.
And to me, it's like, it's wild how that is, that people do not see the impact that Eminem has had. He's even had albums that have gone platinum in 4 different decades, bro. 4 different decades, from the 90s with the Slim Shady LP to the 2000s with the Marshall Mathers LP. My name is all the way to the 2010s when he put out Recovery.
I'm alright with the raps. It's okay. You can get on the song. It's okay. I'm calling you out. Yes, come on out here. It's okay. I'm not calling you out to diss me then, because I can't fuck with you. But I'm just saying, just come do a song with me, please. Please. With 3 E's.
So you could keep knocking, but won't knock me down. No love lost, no love found.
Just gonna stand there and hear me cry. It's alright because I love the way you lie.
Something is wrong with Eminem. I mean, he has so much in his mind that I almost feel lucky for him that he has music. I feel like he has so much in his head that music is such a great release for him. He's one of my favorite artists. Absolutely.
Okay, this is crazy. Thank you. First off, man, I want to say, I just want to thank everybody, all the producers who helped me put this record together, and everybody who played a vital part in it, you know, all the producers on the record. I want to thank Rihanna, too, for, you know, helping propel the album to where it's at right now.
And in the 2020s, this motherfucker did it again with Music to Be Murdered By.
She says I am trash, but she listens to Tekashi.
When we all heard it, we was like, he's talking about Misfit.
I think Machine Gun Kelly beat him.
But what?
He killed Machine Gun.
He beat him. Nah, he didn't kill him.
I like Machine Gun.
That's crazy,
Machine Gun killed that nigga.
I know your wife said
You say your fucking beard is weird, nigga.
Whoa, you listen to Tekashi?
No. When Gummo came out, I was fucking with it hard. Why? Because he reminded me of Onyx, and I'm a huge Onyx fan. When he said, she thinks that I'm trash, but she listened to Tekashi.
Bitch, you lost me.
He said, she think Machine washed me. When I heard that,
when
I was like,
that part, I was like,
okay, yeah,
I was like,
just might be.
I was like, yo, you talk about me? What the fuck?
I brought it back.
Goat lines, I know it. Goat lines,
I was like, it was a dope record.
Eminem, the great white hope. White rappers had zero respect in rap. Let's keep that 1,000 out. None. He has probably put Eminem in a position where he could be labeled as one of the top 10 rappers ever. I don't think so.
Now you're being disrespectful for, like, it just caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that. And people started hitting me up about it, like, oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I didn't know what to do about it at first.
Last thing I need is Snoop dogging me. Man
I love Eminem, and the thing is that we love hip-hop so much, we competitive, we battle rappers, so that was supposed to trigger that in him. But we brothers and we family, so we learn to appreciate each other for what we do and how we get down, and we had a long conversation about the respect that we have for each other and the way we need to talk in public about each other. And I felt like I was out of pocket, you know what I'm saying? And I apologized to him and I let him know. And I'm just bettering myself, you know what I'm saying? I make mistakes, I ain't perfect, I'm Snoop Dogg.
Just call Snoop and I talk to him. We all cool. Dre, me and the dog, good dog. We got you.
He's put out a movie, I said in my last video, 8 Mile, that won him an Oscar, but it didn't only do that, bruh. It made him over $200 million in the box office, which created a major win for hip-hop itself, as it would gain more and more fans to the genre as a whole. And not just that, it meant that if you were an artist, you could also win an Oscar as well if you were authentic. Which 4 years later, a group fresh out of Memphis known as 3 6 Mafia showed that and had won one as well. But like Eminem being the first one, it opened that door for the possibilities for rappers to actually win Oscars. That is impact, my guy. That is impact. This also is the man that's responsible of giving the world 50 Cent, but like the backstory of 50 Cent, knowing that 50 Cent was so into the streets, Eminem was the only one that stepped up and was like, nah, we're going to sign him. I don't even think Dr. Dre wanted 50 Cent on the label.
Yale said that you were supposed to sign the bad boy.
Yeah, you know what? I was going back and forth, and he just look, they knew I was talented. They just looked at it and was like, I don't want all of the stuff that comes with him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it took for me to go around until M stumbled over it, but he didn't know the trouble that came with it.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, nah, this is perfect.
And then he put out In the Club, and the rest was history. Even Jay-Z was like, oh shit, everybody better get ready, 50 is coming.
I remember one time walking in the studio, Bleak Beans, everybody was in there, and I was like, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all got a chance right now, just flood it, put out a lot of music, because 50 Cent is coming. And, you know, 4 months later, In the Club hit, and it was over. And it was just like, okay, now everybody got to sit on the sidelines and wait this tidal wave out.
When we first heard In the Club, we was in my office, me and Rule, right? We in the office, and Flex was about to play In the Club. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, oh God, fucking Dre. So I'm like, all right, the beat is fucking nuts. He may have one, but let's see if he connected the dots lyrically. He may have not have connected the dots lyrically. You find me I'm like.
He also wrote The Watcher for Dr. Dre on his 2001 album.
The Game or Eminem?
Eminem.
Really?
Eminem is dope. I mean, I ain't saying Game ain't dope, but you got to look at what the mother wrote. Things ain't the same for gangsters. He wrote that. That's one of my favorite
Dre,
songs.
for Dre.
For Dre.
Right. So we got to clear it up because people don't know what we talking about.
Yeah.
I thought Jay-Z wrote that.
Nah.
No, Eminem wrote that.
Eminem wrote that?
If Jay-Z wrote...
Still Dre.
Still Dre. Yeah, he wrote Still Dre. How the can you write this for this and the shit sounds like it's straight? He's talented. You know, like you say, he's a student. He's a student, Game a student of the game, too. It's just Eminem.
You're right, he is.
I promise you, that motherfucker wrote that like he was inside of Dre's body in his head.
Like alien shit.
And that shit was so hard, I was like, God damn. So when you asked me that, I had to give it to him on that one because that shit was dope. Game is dope too, don't get me wrong. The shit he was doing was hard too.
Name a rapper that was also willing to not go to the Super Bowl unless 50 Cent could be a part of it during the time Jay-Z was making decisions on who was going to be performing during the Super Bowl.
So I hit the homie, the big homie Jay-Z, right? And I told him to come pull up on me. And he pulled up on me. And this is exactly, I swear to God, my nephew, where's my nephew at? He right here to the left. I said to my nephew, I said, yo, listen, I have to ask him this straight up. So I said, yo, why? Who is the people that's on NFL? And he said to me, and I'm sorry for anybody who don't understand. And he said, the white guy called for 50 Cent. So I said, who's the white guy? I'm digging this Jimmy Iovine. He said, no, Eminem called directly for 50. And he said,
that's his guy.
He said, I can't do it if I can't bring 50 up.
But that's his guy.
That's beautiful.
And guess who's Dre's guy?
Your guy.
Me.
So to say he don't have an impact on the culture of hip hop?
You know, he's sold over like 90 million records. There's nobody that you can look at and you can point to and say that is equivalent. He's the bridge culturally for hip hop culture to lose its color, for everybody to feel like they want to participate and be a part of it. No Eminem, no Rolls Royces and Ferraris for these that you see. Do you see what I'm saying to you now? They wouldn't be able to earn the same amount of money off of the projects that they have going on because there wouldn't be that many consumers of it.
You know how rare it is to be able to be a part of a time right now where we have the most legendary rapper in the world alive? All these moments we're witnessing right now will one day be a part of history, dude. Real shit. And I want to add more things to Impact, right? There are reaction channels who it's like new age radio. They give reviews, they break down bars.
When Eminem said,
"And better put out an APB, cause it'll take LAPD and me laying in the street for you to see Shady beat. And I bet you they'd need cleats, cause I'd have to be stomped by 40 men to suffer AD feet."
there's a slick double entendre towards the end of this bar that will blow your mind. And what's pretty impressive is that during this freestyle, Eminem is trying to prove that he will not suffer a loss in a rap battle in his career or any aspect of his life. So he raps, "For you to see Shady beat, it would take 40 LAPD officers to stomp on him with cleats." Then he raps, "I'd have to be stomped by 40 men to suffer a defeat." A defeat is a loss, but a defeat, 80 feet.
Oh, I see. There we go.
So 40 men have 2 feet each. They have 80 feet stomping on him in total, which is absolutely impressive. Not only that, but he's talking about them stomping on him with cleats, and the song is called Kickoff Freestyle.
Your buzz wear down like a rabbit out of a hat makes you want to pull your hair out. Eminem has a very clever double here that interplays between hair and drugs. He talks about a buzz wearing down like a rapper coming off of the drugs, versus a buzz is in a buzz cut, which shaves your head right down to the scalp. He then takes that setup into his hair out of a hat scheme. Hair is an HAIR, pulling your hair out, versus a hair is an HARE, like the rabbit being pulled out of the hat that Eminem the lyrical magician does.
How about a magic trick?
But the most impactful part of this verse to me is the fact that Eminem is on a Juice WRLD track. Rest in peace to an artist who was gone way too soon, but Eminem has taken this as an opportunity to talk about his experience and his addiction with pills, much like Juice. And for me, it's less of a warning and more a message of hope for the future and for the next generation to think about as they come up in the rap game.
That is Impact. His audience going over to channels, building them up. And then these reaction channels will go from Eminem to other types of artists, and from the fans that they got from Eminem, they'll be able to help promote other artists that they're reacting to. So it's like, yo, Eminem most definitely has impact.
Yeah, I feel like you know, there's a certain kind of fan that will get that, and there's a certain kind of fan that might just be the average listener who doesn't, you know, they like hip hop. And it sounds good. Something sounds good to them, right? But they might not understand exactly what we're doing.
How dope it is.
Yeah, but that's what's dope about those reaction videos, and also the people who break down the lyrics and they show you like, okay, he was hitting these syllable schemes right here. Every single syllable, there's 5 syllables there or 7,
right?
And he was hitting these right here. And he started a new syllable scheme, rhymed with that syllable scheme, and then came back at the end and rhymed with the first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that helps people like really
to understand the genius.
Yeah.